Shri Guru Gauranga Gandhar Vikagiri Shishi Radha Vinod Bihari Ju Ki Jai. Shri Govinda Gopinath Maran Mohan Ju Ki Jai. Nittal Pravishtam Vishnupad Ashtarashata Shishmar Bhakti Vedanta Narayan Gosai Maharaj Shri Gurudev Ki Jai. Nittal Pravishtam Vishnupad Ashtarashata Shishmar Bhakti Vedanta Vaman Gosai Maharaj Ki Jai. Nittal Pravishtam Vishnupad Ashtarashata Shishmar Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Nittil Pravishtam Vishnupad Shatara Shata Shishmar Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Gosai Maharaj Ki Jai. Nittil Pravishtam Vishnupad Shatara Shata Shishmar Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Gosai Prabhupada Ki Jai. Nittil Pravishta Maha Bhagavat Srila Gorksharas Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai. Nittil Pravishta Vaishnav Sarvabhauma Srila Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai. Shri Rupa Anu Gauriya Guru Varga Ki Jai. Shri Rupa Sanatan Bhatta Raghunath. Shri Jeev Gopal Bhattadas Raghunath. Shar Gosai Prabhu Ki Jai. Shri Sarup Damodar Rai Ramanandari. Shri Gaur Parshad Vrinda Ki Jai. Namachay Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Prem Se Kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda. Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Shiksheta Mandal, Gora Mandal, Vrajamandal, Mathura Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai. Sarva Abhishta Pradata Giriraj Maharaj Ki Jai. Shri Radha Kund, Shama Kund Ki Jai. Shri Muna Devi Ganga Devi Ki Jai. Shri Tulsi Maharani Vrinda Devi Ki Jai. Shri Bhakti Devi Ki Jai. Shri Purnamasi Yogamaya Ki Jai. Shri Gopeshwar Mahadev Ki Jai. Nityalila Pravishtam Vishnupad Ashatara Shata Shishimar Srila Bhakti Pramod Purī Gosvāmī Mahārāja Ki Jai. Jai Srila Bhakti Pramod Purī Gosvāmī Mahārāja Ki Jai. Life of Devotion Ki Jai. Jai Srila Jai Swaparikar Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Shri Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai. Samagata Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Shri Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bo. Hare Krishna. Hari Bo Champak Mātājī and Rukmini Didi. Hari Bo. And let's see on YouTube and Facebook. Let's see if anybody's there yet. Oops. Hari Bo Raseshwari Mātājī. Alright, so. Oh, and Rup Manjari Didi and Nitai. Haribo. So, yesterday was a very, very heavy reading. I'm not going to recap that. That was too heavy. If you want to go back and if you didn't see it before, if you're watching this later on, then you can see the previous video. I'm going to continue on from where we left off, though, about the journey after Srila Bhakti Pramod Purī Goswami Maharaj entered the eternal pastimes, entered Nitya Lila. Then after that, then he made his journey to Sridham Mayapur. So we'll read about that. Yeah. But first, before we do that, we can recite his Srila Bhakti Pramod Purī Goswami Maharaj's Pranam Mantra. So 1 second. Okay, 273. Let's go to 00. Oops. How come it's not coming up? Okay. There it is. Okay. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Gaura Prishtaya Bhutale Srimad Bhakti Pramodaya Purī Gosvāmī Namine Divya Jnana Pradatre Cha Prabhave Janma Janmani Jnana Vairagya Dehaya Shastra Siddhanta Samvide Patitanam Samudhare Yati Vesha Dharaya Vai Pracharacharya Karyecha Yagurukaya Sarvada Yatodhavasya Kumarar Bhagavararchane Rati Vaishnavanam Sarvakritye Dakshata Paramatata. I worship with deep adoration my gracious beloved divine master Shri Srimad Bhakti Pramoda Purī Gosvāmī Vishnupad, the most dear associate of his lordship Shri Gaurasundar. I humbly offer my prostrated obeisances unto the lotus feet of him who perpetually illuminates this dark world with the radiance of transcendental knowledge, who is the dearly beloved sovereign of my life, birth after birth, who is the veritable embodiment of sacred knowledge and renunciation, and the personification of all scriptural testimony. I offer my obeisances to him who has adorned himself in the august robes of a mendicant to kindly redeem the fallen souls, unto he who is forever vigilant in both the practice and preaching of the Bhagavad Dharma. I offer obeisances to him in whom was manifest from childhood the divine loving attachment to the holy service of Lord Shri Krishna, just as was found in Shri Uddhav, and who thus possesses a wonderful proficiency in all devotional rites of the Vaishnavas. Oh yeah, Rukmini Didi, the explosive sounds in the backgrounds, those are when there are the Hanuman monkeys, you know, they yeah, there's another one. When they come and try to eat all the stuff that people are growing, and so then they throw that and that scares them away. There's a bunch of them here just yesterday trying to eat everything in from our garden, and so we were throwing our neighbor was throwing all sorts of I mean, it just makes a noise, doesn't hurt them. Just scares them. Okay, 273. Okay, so as I mentioned, I'm not gonna recap what we read yesterday. We'll just after Srila Bhakti Pramoda Purī Gosvāmī Maharaj, he entered Nitya Lila, and the van arrived at Sri Gopinath Gaudiya Math in Chakratirtha on the 22nd of November at 8:30 in the morning. Many devotees came. This is from yesterday though. Many devotees came from every math. A lot of local people also came for one last darshan. Pujapad Sri Gopinath Kutiya brought the flag and garlands from Sri Jagannath Temple and placed them on Srila Purī Mahārāja's head and neck. Sri Gopinath Kutiya has been very devoted to Srila Purī Mahārāja. I'm skipping this part. Okay, now I'll just read it. So Sri Gopinath Kutiya had been very devoted to Srila Purī Mahārāja. His father, Pujapad Sri Hanuman Kutiya, had been designated as the Gaudiya Math Panda by Srila Prabhupada himself. Sri Gopinath Kutiya would sometimes ask Sripad Bodhayan Maharaj and other disciples of Srila Purī Mahārāja to bring different things for Lord Jagannath, such as mangoes from Kolkata. The devotees of Gopinath Gaudiya Math are always interacting with the servitors of Sri Jagannath Temple in a joyous and festive mood. But now, the servitors of Lord Jagannath were crying to see Srila Purī Mahārāja leaving Puri Dham for the last time. Journey to Sri Dham Mayapur. Amid the tumultuous sound of crying, Srila Purī Mahārāja was brought to the van, and at 9 o'clock, the journey towards Sridham Mayapur began. In the van with Srila Purī Mahārāja were Shripad Gopinath Prabhu, Shripad Dinabandhu Prabhu, Shripad Vishnudas Babaji Maharaj, Shripad Bhakti Sharan Damodar Maharaj, Shripad Madhav Priya Prabhu, Shripad Radhe Sham Prabhu, Shripad Bhakti Prasad Prabhu, and Shripad Vidyapati Prabhu from Sri Chaitanya Gaudiya Math. First they took the van to the beach and got water from the ocean and sands from the beach. They circumambulated the Samadhi Mandir of Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur, and then went to Sri Jagannath Temple. Dinabandhu Prabhu brought a lot of Mahaprasad from the Ananda Bazar of Sri Jagannath Temple. From Sri Jagannath Temple, they went to Sri Chaitanya Gaudiya Math in Purī, which was the site of Srila Prabhupada's appearance. There, Srila Purī Mahārāja's godbrother, Pujapad Krishna Keshav Prabhu, came to offer his dandavats and a garland in spite of his severe illness. And if you want to hear about Pujapad Krishna Keshav Prabhu, there's lots of katha about him by Srila Bhakti Bharati Goswami Maharaj. All the devotees of the Mat came to offer their dandavats. There were tears in everyone's eyes. While they were in Sri Chaitanya Gaudiya Math, Gopinath Prabhu happened to remember Srila Purī Mahārāja's instruction. What was his instruction? Let's see. Every day, after reading scripture in front of the deities, Gopinath Prabhu used to go to Srila Purī Mahārāja's room and by his order read Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita to him. One day, when Gopinath Prabhu was reading about the disappearance of Srila Haridas Thakur from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Ante Lila 1166, suddenly Srila Purī Mahārāja had said to him, "Pay attention to these things. When you give me samadhi, you will give these things." Those things were dor, silken rope used in the worship of Lord Jagannath; korar, that sandalwood paste which had been offered to Lord Jagannath; prasad, food which had been offered to Lord Jagannath; and vastra, cloth which had been offered to Lord Jagannath. So Vidyapati Prabhu brought these things from the temple of Sri Chaitanya. He brought these things from the temple of Sri Chaitanya Gaudiya Math. At about 10 o'clock, they started from Sri Chaitanya Gaudiya Math. As soon as they crossed the bridge of Attaranala, they saw that the van, which was going very fast, had run over two dogs. The van had run over two dogs who were fighting with each other. Strangely enough, the two dogs emerged from underneath the van unhurt. No one could understand how it was possible. Gopinath Prabhu thought that it was by Srila Purī Mahārāja's mercy that their lives had been saved. The van continued running smoothly. As they approached Bhubaneswar, they saw 8 devotees from the ISKCON temple standing by the side of the road next to their car, waiting to have Srila Purī Mahārāja's darshan. Before the van reached that spot, the devotees offered their dandavats on the road. Then they came to the van and offered garlands and a donation. The highway in Orissa is quite good, and the van was able to travel speedily the whole time. At about 2:40 in the afternoon, they reached Baleshwar. There Gopinath Prabhu called Sridham Mayapur, and also called Shripad Shankar Prabhu. At this place, they asked the driver to eat something. In about 20 minutes, they set forth again. When they crossed the border of Orissa and entered West Bengal, the road became very bad. Therefore, the van had to slow down considerably. About 10 kilometers before Kharagpur, the front right-hand tire went flat. Oh my God. 15 kilometers before Kolaghat, they had to change the same tire again. It was about 9:20 in the evening. Since they could not get a telephone connection with the Mayapur Math, they called the Sri Chaitanya Gauriya Math in Kolkata to give their news. They had to drive 4 kilometers on a flat tire before they could reach a garage. After replacing that tire, they resumed their journey at about 10 o'clock in the evening. Before leaving the garage, some of the devotees took a little prasad with some water. And any kind of occurrences that happen with Mahabhagavats like this isn't just some random thing. Maybe they're meant to be slowed down so that more devotees could arrive in Sridham Mayapur to, who weren't able to get there in time. I don't know. Who knows? They passed Bagnan, Uluberia, Rantihati, and Shalap, and crossed the Bali Bridge. It was almost 2 o'clock in the morning before they reached Dunlop, due to a bad traffic jam. Subsequently, they drove along Kalyani Road. By the time they reached Krishnanagar, it was almost dawn. All the way from Purī, they had been singing kirtan. Oh, Hare Krishna, Nri Hari Prabhu, and Pavatarani Mātājī, and Shubhananda Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Oh yeah, Shubhananda Prabhu was in Purī for the whole festival. He just arrived back the other day, but he's there for the whole 125th Vyasa Puja, grand Vyasa Puja festival. So at the end, Shubhananda Prabhu, if you like, you don't have to if you don't want to, but if you like, you could share with us how the festival was, if you want. And also, there's some pictures of... Actually, maybe I'll show you right now. There's some pictures of Śrīla Bhakti Pramoda Puri Gosvāmī Mahārāja's room. From just recently. Here, one second. I'll just open it here first, and then... Yeah, because we haven't reached Mayapur yet. So this is a good chance to look at the pictures. Here. Oh, sorry. How come it's not getting big? And yeah. Sorry. There. Yeah, so there's Śrīla Bhakti Purī Gosvāmī Mahārāja's bed where he entered Nitya Lila just recently. That's the room where this whole Lila happened. Okay, and then here's some more pictures. Jai Śrīla Bhakti Purī Gosvāmī Mahārāja ki Jai. So simple and beautiful, huh? Oh, and there's my Gurudev's bed. See, that's where my Gurudev entered Nitya Lila. I served here for 6 years in Puri. Okay. Thank you so much, Prabhu, for sharing all that. Okay.
Yeah. I was there.
Yes. Yeah, during that time, weren't you? Oh.
Yeah. Did some.
Okay. So arrival in Sridham Mayapur. In Sridham Mayapur, first they went to Sri Chaitanya Math. The arati had just ended. All the devotees of the Math and many householder devotees who had come on the occasion of Rasa Yatra, that night would be the night of Lord Krishna's holy Ras dance. They came to the van to have their last darshan of Srila Puri Maharaj and offer their dandavats. See, isn't it amazing the time that Srila Bhakti Purī Gosvāmī Maharaj, he entered Nitya Lila was right before the Mahāras. And so, it's so that he could be there in time to do all the services necessary to serve the Radha and Krishna's Ras Yatra pastimes. So they came to have their last darshan of Srila Purī Maharaj and offer their dandavats. Crying and sobbing, they brought Srila Prabhupada's prasadi garland to offer to Srila Purī Maharaj. From there, the devotees went to Yogapit. The Natya Mandir of Sri Yogapit was extremely crowded. Again, everyone came to offer their dandavats to Srila Purī Maharaj and have their last darshan. They offered him Sriman Mahaprabhu's prasadi garland. From there, the devotees went to Sri Chaitanya Gaudiya Math. Pujyapad Bhakti Rakshak Narayan Maharaj offered a garland and offered his dandavat. Here also many devotees had gathered. Srila Purī Maharaj gave them his mercy by giving them his darshan. Everywhere, everyone was crying and sobbing. Arrival at Sri Gopinath Gaudiya Math. Next, the devotees reached Sri Gopinath Gaudiya Math. Devotees from many other mats and householder devotees had been waiting there. They had been waiting there since the previous day to have Srila Purī Maharaj's darshan. Most of them broke down weeping. Srila Purī Maharaj was now taken out of the car, and after circumambulating the temple, the devotees laid him down on a bed in the Natya Mandir. The devotees were waiting for the arrival of Pujyapad Bhakti Vigyan Parati Maharaj, but unfortunately his plane, which was coming from Delhi, was late, and he could not arrive in time for the Samadhi rites. Performance of Samadhi rites. Around 11:30 in the morning, Srila Purī Maharaj was taken to the place of Samadhi. Shripad Bhakti Sarvasva Govinda Maharaj wrote the Samadhi mantra on Srila Purī Maharaj's chest. Sri Gopinath Prabhu performs the archan, the worship, and Sri Dinabandhu Prabhu performed the arati. The sands that had been brought from the beach and all the paraphernalia from Sri Jagannath temple were placed in the Samadhi. Innumerable devotees were attending the Samadhi ceremony. Vaishnavas came from every mat and assisted in the ceremony. Shripad Jayapataka Maharaj came from ISKCON. The news of Srila Purī Maharaj's disappearance was broadcast by the media on radio, television, and in the newspapers. The Samadhi rites were over by 1:30 in the afternoon. After that, all the devotees were served the prasad of Sri Jagannath Dev and Shri Radha Gopinath. In America, Shripad Bodhayan Maharaj, and at this time he was at your house, right, Rukmini Didi? Yes. So in America, Shripad Bodhayan Maharaj was very concerned about how to return immediately to India, as it seemed impossible to get a ticket within a few days. Amazingly enough, Sridhar Prabhu managed to get him a ticket to fly the next morning on Singapore Airlines. So, on the morning of the 22nd of November, which was nighttime in India, within less than 24 hours of receiving the news, Shripad Bodhayan Maharaj set forth for India. On his way, he was joined by Shripad Ramdas Prabhu in Bangkok. Shripad Bodhayan Maharaj arrived at Sridham Mayapur at 2 o'clock in the morning on the 24th of November with Shripad Ramdas Prabhu. The Fire of Separation. For the last 7 months, while Srila Purī Maharaj had been playing his pastime of illness, his disciples and well-wishers all over the world had been submitting their earnest prayers and going through profound soul-searching. Each disciple felt deep anxiety, and their love for their Gurudev intensified. They were all thinking of what they could have done before and what they could do now. Thus, Srila Purī Maharaj kept the hearts of thousands of people all over the world occupied with deep devotional feelings. Among those who had come to Mayapur from other mats were Srila Purī Mahārāja's beloved godbrother, Param Pujyapad Srila Nayanananda Das Babaji Maharaj, who had accepted the Babaji Vesh, the Babaji order from Srila Purī Maharaj, and his longtime associate, Shripad Bhakti Vigyan Parati Maharaj of Sri Chaitanya Gaudiya Math. Srila Purī Mahārāja's disciples found their presence and affectionate instructions very comforting. When a devotee told Shripad Bhakti Vigyan Parati Maharaj, "The world seems very empty now," he replied, "If you feel that way, that means you have served your Gurudev." A devotee who had a loving relationship with Gurudev when Gurudev was manifested will feel this way on the disappearance of Gurudev. This is Vipralamba, devotional separation, and it is very intense. Sriman Mahaprabhu has said in his Shikshashtakam, "Shunyayitam Jagat Sarvam Govinda Virahena Me." My Lord Govinda, because of separation from you, I see the entire world as void. From this fire, another fire will be lit. The intense desire to serve Gurudev in the mood of separation. This service will be more sincere and more purifying because the heart is hankering so much for the association of Gurudev. Srila Gurudev has not left. He is just not visible to the external eye. Through your loving devotion for him, you will continue to receive his mercy and blessings. Jai Srila Bhakti Pramoda Purī Gosvāmī Mahārāja ki Jai. Jai Srila Bhakti Vigyan Parati Gosvāmī Mahārāja ki Jai. Jai. All the God brothers, all the followers, and anybody who honors Srila Bhakti Pramoda Purī Gosvāmī Mahārāja ki Jai. There's a similar quote. You may have heard me share it before because I share it a lot. But from is in one of the Gaudiya Patrikas. And it talks about the fire, the fire of separation. It's really, from this fire, another fire will be lit. The intense desire to serve Gurudev in a mood of separation. So I just want to share that one quote. Let me find it though. I wasn't planning on, I didn't have an idea to read it before, so I just have to find it. But I think I have it in my notes here. Excess. Yeah, here it is. Okay. So, yeah, this is in one of the Gaudiya Patrikas. Oops. Let me just make it bigger so you can see it nicely. How do I make this bigger? There. There. Okay. So why is it so important for a sadhak to experience separation? Okay. So why is it so important for a sadhak to experience separation? In order to give motion to any substance within the material world, some energy is needed. For example, with the help of excessive combustion, rockets can carry a space shuttle across the layers of the atmosphere. Similarly, in the stage of sadhan, the sadhak will only make advancement when the fire of separation from Guru and Krishna is present. If properly ignited and blazed in the heart, this fire of separation can even take the jiva beyond the many layers of this material creation to the spiritual world. I really like this last point, or this point right here, because it gives so much hope. When a sadhak associates with a devotee who is already experiencing the intense fire of separation, that fire is ignited within his own heart. Those with a profound and intimate love for their Gurudev are overwhelmed by the most painful feelings of separation in his absence. Conditioned souls like us cannot possibly imitate the genuine feelings of separation experienced by Krishna's eternal associates. If we ever feel the slightest trace of what they feel, our lives will become successful. Isn't that really nice? So, with the help of excessive combustion, rockets can carry a space shuttle across the layers of the atmosphere. And so, in the same way, in the stage of sadhana, the sadhak will only make advancement when the fire of separation from Guru and Krishna is present, and if properly ignited and blazed in the heart, this fire of separation can even take the jiva beyond the many layers of the material creation into the spiritual world. And even though I don't have that fire of separation burning within me, there's no reason to lose hope, because if I can associate with a devotee who is already experiencing that fire of separation, then from that devotee's separation, that fire can be ignited within my own heart. And I've actually noticed that with myself when I'm, Rukmini's asking who's the author and where's, so this was in Gaudiya Patrika, I think in the editorial of the Gaudiya Patrika, one of the old Gaudiya Patrikas. Most of those editorials were written by Śrīla Bhaktivedanta Vamana Gosvāmī Maharaj, but there wouldn't be a name written all the time, so, but it was written during his time in his magazine, but I'd have to look at the original to see exactly when it was. But it was in we translated it for our editorial for my Gurudev's Disappearance edition. Oh yeah, so what I was saying though is just that point, like usually I don't, like on disappearance days of my Gurudev or like different, like days like that, I usually don't feel so much. But the time when I start to feel something, like I start to feel emotion and all that, is when I'm with other devotees and they start glorifying Gurudev, and then you see their separation, and then that separation, you start to like, and so that's that. Anyways, I just really like that point, that fire of separation can be ignited in your own heart from the fire that's blazing in another Vaishnav's heart. Okay, so now we come to chapter 7, A Divine Portrait. In this chapter, we'll be reading from all different Vaishnavas, many Vaishnavas, their glorifications of Śrīla Bhakti Pramoda Purī Gosvāmī Maharaj. So Śrīla Purī Maharaj says, I do not have any good qualities, but Śrīla Prabhupada gave me some mercy. And those who are very close to Śrīla Prabhupada, such as Śrīla Śrīla Maharaj, Śrīla Madhav Maharaj, and others, were very affectionate to me. That everyone knows. Śrīla Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada said, he has devotion for Gurudev, is learned, has a warm heart, keen intelligence, spotless character, and is always absorbed in Sankirtan, preaching, and publication of Gaudiya. One second, I see there's some spam in Facebook. Let me block this person. There, okay. Oh, I'm just noticing Rup Manjari's comments. They made the room much bigger. And that black line on the floor is the old wall. Ah, interesting.
Yeah, I was going to say, because we were there, well, Gurudev, our Srila Narayan Maharaj was in Purī. We went to visit Bhakti Pramoda Purī Maharaj's room. And right now I was just thinking, the room doesn't quite look the same. And I remember a smaller now. Thank you for the. I can see now the line on the floor, so they have expanded it.
Okay, interesting. Haribo Vidyalasa Didi, pranams. Okay, so now Srila Bhakti Kumud Santa Goswami Maharaj's glorification of Srila Bhakti Purī Goswami Maharaj. And remember, Bhakti Kumud Santa Goswami Maharaj was that little boy Radharaman, who we were just remembering the other day. Niri Hari Prabhu brought it up. The little boy who said, "I don't agree with Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami." And then the sannyasi was outraged. What? How could he say such a thing? And then he's like, "I'm going to write an article about it." And then he wrote the article and sent it. Then Pranavananda Brahmachari, he read it and smiled and gave it to Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur and like that. So this is that Bhakti Kumud Santa Goswami Maharaj. Not everyone knows how I have been intimately associated with my most worshipable Shiksha Guru, Parivrajacharya Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Maharaj. My father and mother were disciples of Srila Prabhupada Saraswati Thakur. When Sripad Ban Maharaj was a brahmachari, he visited our home. After he took sannyas, he visited our home again. At that time, Srila Puri Maharaj's name was Sri Pranavananda Brahmachari. He visited our home with Sripad Ban Maharaj. I was 11 years old then. And with them, I came to the Mat to stay. Therefore, I have had the opportunity to know Srila Puri Maharaj from childhood. And you can imagine, he's at 11 years old, this Pranavananda Brahmachari brought him from away from his home to the Mat. So, this, like, in a way, like, Pranavananda Brahmachari, it's probably like his caretaker, his guardian, like that. It's a big deal for a child to leave their parents like that. So you can imagine how Pranavananda Brahmachari must have become like that for him, his parents. I have seen that his character and behavior are most wonderful and unparalleled. In Sridham Mayapur, we have lived together. By the instruction of Srila Prabhupada, I was living in Mayapur at that time to study Sanskrit grammar. Srila Puri Maharaj was then the editor of the daily Nadia Prakash magazine. As described in the Shastra, he has every indication of a pious birth, such as good family, prosperity, education, and beauty. He was born in a very high Brahmin family. His scholarship is unquestionable, and his beauty you can all see. His knowledge of Siddhanta, or Vaishnava doctrines, is unlimited. There is nothing unknown to him regarding philosophy. His transcendental qualities are innumerable. I have noticed that he has never used a harsh word to anyone. His mood and conduct have always been very calm and sober, as I saw in Mayapur. All the good qualities that a Vaishnav or a self-realized soul should have, he has to the fullest. A great Guru has been described in the scripture thus: Kripa Sindhu Susampurna Sarva Sattva Pakaraka Nispriha Sarvata Siddha Sarva Vidya Visharadha Sarva Sankshaya Sancheta Nalaso Gururahrita. That's Sri Hari Bhakti Vilas 135. He is Kripa Sindhu. He is an ocean of mercy. He is Susampurna. He has all the good qualities to the fullest. And he does not lack on anything. Sampurna. Susampurna. He is Sarva Sattva Pakarakaha. He gives benediction to all living entities. By coming in contact with the sadhu, even birds, beasts, and insects become liberated. What to speak of human beings? Even those without developed consciousness are liberated. He is Nispriha. He has no attachment or greed for anything. I have never seen him attached to anything, whether it is clothes or food or anything. He is Sarvata Siddha. He is expert in everything. He is Sarva Vidya Visharada. He knows everything, all the matters, these mundane phenomena and the transcendental world. He knows everything about illusion and about God. Now the question is, why can we not come in contact with such a personality? And even if we do, why don't we benefit from it? It may so happen that we come in contact with such a personality, but we do not benefit from it. I see that many people have been in contact with Srila Purī Mahārāja, but not everyone has benefited from it, because external association is not enough in itself. One has to listen to him. One has to accept his instruction. Both Ishwar Puripad and Ramachandra Puri were disciples of Madhavendra Puripad. But according to the Chaitanya Charitamrita, Ishwar Puripad Guner Akar, Ramachandra Puri Han Sarva Nindakar. Ishwar Puripad was a reservoir of good qualities, while Ramachandra Puri was a fault finder of everyone. They both took shelter of a bona fide guru, and yet they did not both benefit. Therefore, there is no guarantee that just by going to a bona fide guru, we will be benefited. We have to follow the guru, and the way we have to follow him is through complete surrender, or sharanagati. What kind of surrender is it? It has to be unconditional surrender. There are two kinds of surrender, conditional and unconditional. We need unconditional surrender. Then he is Sarva Samshaya Samcheta. He can dispel all of his disciples' doubts. If one cannot answer his disciples' questions, then one is not a guru. He is expert in everything, and he is analasa. He is not lazy. There isn't a trace of laziness in him. I am amazed to see Srila Purī Mahārāja today. He has reached 99 years of age, yet what enthusiasm he has for preaching Harikatha. He can be described as the most exalted and bona fide guru. I have seen from my childhood that so many different kinds of people and groups have come to this Gaudiya Math. But I have not seen even once that Srila Purī Mahārāja had had a quarrel with anyone. Whether he has seen a situation where there was a possibility of conflict, he has distanced himself from that situation. He has never gone out of his way to quarrel with anyone, nor can anyone involve him in any quarrel. Therefore, if one surrenders to a guru who does not have all these symptoms of a bona fide spiritual master, one will not benefit. One has to surrender, but only to a bona fide guru. Another definition of guru is one who can dispel the darkness of ignorance. One who cannot dispel my ignorance cannot be my guru. By dispelling my darkness, he will become my guru. In this world, we are always trying to avoid sadhus. In fact, we try to mistreat them. Most people in this world are only trying to enjoy or fulfill their sexual hunger. Associating with such people will give us no benefit. In Srila Purī Mahārāja, I have never seen any kind of gross concept of or propensity in my entire life. That is why wherever I live, I always remember his lotus feet. My realization is this: Srila Purī Mahārāja is the most exalted and bona fide guru, and there cannot be a trace of doubt about this. Those who have any doubt in him will never benefit. But if they can live their lives dispelling all doubts inside, then they will definitely benefit. For people in general, it is very difficult to control their senses. When I visited London, I delivered lectures on two subjects, the teachings of Lord Chaitanya and the message of Bhagavad Gita. One day, when I was resting in a park, a Western gentleman came to me. He said, "You came from India?" "Yes." "You deliver lectures here?" "Yes." "Can I ask you one question?" "Yes, you can ask." I can't imagine how one can control one's senses. I think it's impossible for a human being to control his senses. What do you think?" If you dedicate your life completely to God, then you can control your senses. Otherwise, not. Srila Purī Mahārāja has fully dedicated his life to the lotus feet of Krishna. That is why, according to my realization, no great self-realized soul living today is comparable to him. I have come to the lotus feet of Srila Prabhupada by his mercy. But I do not see that there is anyone like him. There is no doubt in my mind that by coming in contact with his lotus feet, one will be delivered. Sadhu Sangha, Sarva Shastre Koi, Lava Matra, Sadhu Sangha, Sarva Siddhi Hoy. At Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Lila 2254. The verdict of all revealed scriptures is that by even a moment's association with a pure devotee, one can attain all success. Every scripture is talking about the benefit of sadhu sangha, the benefit of associating with a sadhu. Even through momentary association with a sadhu, one can attain all perfections. One should meditate on this concept. By discussing the life of Prahlad Mahārāja, we see that Lord Nrsimhadev rescued him by bifurcating Hiranyakashipu's chest. After that, the Lord took Prahlad on his lap. Then Prahlad Mahārāja asked, "My Lord, how did I become attracted to you? Could you kindly explain this to me?" Then Lord Nrsimhadev said, "In your last life, you were called Vasudeva. Your parents were very pious people. You had 4 brothers. Those 4 brothers were also very pious. But you did not have good character. You were attracted to liquor and prostitutes. One day you fought with a prostitute and did not eat anything for a day and night. Due to anger, you both stayed up all night. That day happens to be Nrsimha Chaturdashi, a very auspicious day. Accidentally, you both observed the holy occasion. That is why you have been able to come to me. That prostitute went to heaven for a little while, and then she came and merged in me. You will also come and join me. Do not worry about it." Now the question is, we are all observing so many Nrsimha Chaturdashis. Nor are we attached to prostitutes. Then why are we not attaining the lotus feet of the Lord? Why are we not having such realizations? This has been explained. I've always wondered that actually about that pastime. So this has been explained thus. Even though Prahlad Mahārāja had committed sins in his past life, he did not commit any offense. If we can serve Sadhu, Guru and Vaishnava without any offense, we can also attain the lotus feet of the Lord. We have to offer our obeisances to Srila Purī Mahārāja without any offense. I myself am bowing my head at the lotus feet of this great personality. I hope he will have mercy on me, so my life can also be purified. This is my prayer at his lotus feet. We were just discussing that point the other day, that it's because of offenses that we have this whole long path that we have to go through. Otherwise, as Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur said, there are only 2 stages. For somebody without offense, somebody who's never committed offenses, then they only have Nam Grahan and Vaikuntha Arohan. They just chant the name and immediately they'll ascend to Vaikuntha because the holy name is that powerful. But the thing that's blocking us is all these aparads that we've committed. So that's the greatest concern, is that we just do not commit any Vaishnava aparad, and then everything's so powerful, it will bring us, like, everything will happen automatically.
Yes, sorry. Srila Gurudev Narayana Maharaj made the point too with Ajamil, that he committed a lot of sins, but not offense to Vaishnavas and to Guru.
And
So,
that's actually that point that I just mentioned about Nam Grahan and Vaikuntha Arohana, that is from Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur's commentary on Ajamil, like that part.
that's right.
And Gurudev quoted that I read that I got that from Gurudev's commentary of Madhuri Kadambini, like he quoted that purport of Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur.
That's right.
Yeah. I am always remembering what a beautiful relationship he had with our Gurudev, Srila Prabhupada. He joined Srila Prabhupada's mission in its early days at number 1 Ulta Dingi Junction Road. I cannot even describe what kind of affection Srila Prabhupada had for him. Srila Purī Mahārāja's nature was childlike, and he was always studying the scripture. I have never seen him when he was not involved in some reading or writing. Not only that, he always used to carry a notebook in his hand at all times. Whenever he heard Srila Prabhupada... Sorry, there's a chunk, and so it's... I'm right next to the kitchen. Okay. Not only that, he used to always carry... Sorry. He used to always carry a notebook in his hand at all times. Whenever he heard Srila Prabhupada say something, he would always take notes. Srila Prabhupada's desire was to give him sannyas, but due to lack of time, that did not take place. Srila Purī Maharaj is maintaining his sannyas dharma to its fullest. Those who do not understand him are committing offenses at his lotus feet, and those offenses will not be forgiven by the Lord. It is not possible for me to glorify him. It is not possible for me to glorify him. His transcendental qualities are innumerable. They cannot be counted, nor can they be adequately glorified. This is a symptom of a great personality, of a pure devotee. Okay, so that was Jai Srila Bhakti Kumud Santa Gosvāmī Maharaj Ki Jai, his glorification of Srila Purī Maharaj. Now, Srila Bhakti Kamal Avadhut Maharaj. I don't know anything about Bhakti Kamal Avadhut Maharaj. Yeah, if anybody knows anything about him, they can mention. But I'm sure he's very senior Vaishnav. Let's see what he says. All glories to Vaishnav Thakur, Srila Bhakti Pramod Purī Maharaj. I offer my koti dandavat at his lotus feet. He was extremely dear to our Gurudev, Srila Prabhupada. Okay, so this is a godbrother of Srila Bhakti Pramod Purī Gosvāmī Maharaj. I can only try to sing his glories. He was also very dear to Srila Bhakti Vilas Tirtha Maharaj. I offer my dandavat at his lotus feet again and again. Before he became Srila Bhakti Pramod Purī Maharaj, he was famous as Sri Pranavananda Brahmachari. He has served our Gurudev with body, mind, and soul. Night and day, he worked hard to write articles for the Gaudiya, and he was famous as the editor of the Gaudiya. His interpretations of Srimad Bhagavatam are very beautiful. I cannot even describe the wonderful siddhanta we receive from him when he reads the Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. He has gone to many places to preach, and he has taken this fallen soul with him to teach me about Paramartha. Whatever he has preached, he is preached by his own conduct. In him, we have seen Mahaprabhu's instruction, Kirtaniya Sada Hari. By his achar, he is acharya, and by his vichar, he is pandit. We have seen his attachment for the holy name, his compassion for all living entities, and his spotless character. He is always steadfast in his devotional service. He is always tolerant and always benevolent to everyone. He has exemplified the verse, Trinad api sunichena, by his own conduct. He has served his deities night and day with Shravan and Kirtan. He has lived a simple and sincere and ideal life. He has always spent time reading and writing. Whatever I wrote for the Gaudiya, I gave to him for correction, and after correcting it, he published that. Next second. And after correcting it, I published it. If I have committed any offense to him knowingly or unknowingly, by dint of his own magnanimity, he has forgiven me and given me his mercy. Our Lord Sri Shachinandan becomes pleased if we sing the glories of a pure devotee. I am praying at his lotus feet that I will not be deprived of his mercy, and life after life may I sing his glories. Hoping to attain shelter at the lotus feet of Sri Guru and Gauranga, I am submitting this prayer. Okay, now we'll Hare Krishna, Sudevi Didi, pranams. Okay, so now we are reading another one of Srila Bhakti Pramoda Puri Goswami Maharaj's godbrothers, Srila Bhakti Karn Tapasvi Maharaj. Our Gurudev, Srila Prabhupada Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, descended into this world to reverse the decline of religion, to fulfill the prediction, Utkale Purushottamat. He took birth in Purushottam Dham, Sri Jagannath Puri. When the Supreme Lord descends in this world, he does not come alone. He descends with his associates. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Jive Doya Kori Swapashad Suya Dhamma Saha Avatari. Similarly, Srila Prabhupada also descended with his associates to manifest his pastimes. Many highly qualified and advanced devotees came to assist him in his mission. Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Maharaj is one of them. From childhood, he was absorbed in loving devotion to the Supreme Lord. After finishing his education at school and college, when he was engaged in a job at the Port Commission, he came to the Mutt because of his attraction to Srila Prabhupada. By Srila Prabhupada's order, he was engaged in the service of writing and publishing many books and magazines. At first, he was the editor-in-chief of Dainik Nadia Prakash in Sridham Mayapur. 3 years later, he became one of the editors of the Gaudiya magazine in Kolkata. In the Bagbazar Gaudiya Mutt, Sri Pranavananda Brahmachari helped to publish many Vaishnav scriptures and the Gaudiya magazine. After Srila Prabhupada's disappearance, the Gaudiya magazine was published again from Sridham Mayapur, and by the desire of Shripad Bhakti Vilas Tirtha Maharaj, Shripad Pranavananda Prabhu became the editor of that magazine. With great enthusiasm, he preached about Sriman Mahaprabhu and the glorification of Sri Dham. My prayer at the lotus feet of Srila Prabhupada is that Srimad Bhakti Pramod Puri Maharaj should manifest himself in this world for a long time, fulfilling the desire of Srila Prabhupada. Now we're reading the glorification of the President Acharya of Sri Chaitanya Gaudiya Mutt, Srila Bhakti Vallabha Tirtha Goswami Maharaj. Srila Prabhupada, Sri Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, spread Sri Bhakti Siddhanta Vani, his message, extensively all over the world in a very short time. In doing so, he accepted some great personalities as his associates, through whom he spread his message. One of his chief associates is our Shiksha Guru, Param Pujapad Parivrajacharya Tridandi Swami Srimad Bhakti Pramoda Purī Gosvāmī Mahārāja. We have heard that when Srila Prabhupada was manifested in this world, Param Pujapad Srila Purī Gosvāmī Mahārāja, whose name was then Srimad Pranavananda Brahmachari Prabhu, he was like his right hand in beating his Brihad Mridanga, our big drum. In other words, book publication. I like that. We always hear he was his right-hand man, but he was his right hand in beating his Brihad Mridanga, our big drum. In other words, his book publication. On the instruction of Srila Prabhupada, he edited the weekly Gaudiya Patrika, the daily Nadia Prakash, and many other spiritual books published by the Math. He helped to edit, proofread, publish, and print books and magazines with great expertise and hard work. He was given the position of editor because of his own qualifications. Having been born in the highest Brahmin family and possessing unparalleled scholarship, he is always prideless and humble. He expresses his humble mood to all Vaishnavas, advanced or neophyte. In worshipping the deities, installing deities according to scriptural injunctions, establishing temples, performing funeral rites, and so forth, his care, discipline, and expertise are extraordinary. We have not seen him in his brahmachari state. After he had taken sannyas, when he was famous as Tridandi Yati Srimad Bhakti Pramoda Purī Gosvāmī Mahārāja, that is when we came to see him. We have had the good fortune of hearing his nectarian Harikatha that is immersed in the mood of divine love. He speaks Harikatha incessantly, and in festivals and meetings, he used to sing kirtan in an extremely melodious voice. Even now, in his old age, without considering his own health, the way he worships the deities, delivers Harikatha, helps publish books and articles, and observes Vaishnava festivals with great care and regulation, is a source of inspiration and instruction for us. Our Guru Maharaj, Param Pujapad Srila Bhakti Dait Madhav Maharaj, always showered him with profound respect as his elder godbrother. Srimad Purī Gosvāmī Mahārāja was so closely connected with Sri Chaitanya Gaudiya Math that he always accompanied Guru Maharaj at all the programs of the Math, at all places. Once, when Srila Purī Maharaj was at Sri Purushottam Dham, Sri Jagannath Puri, with Srila Guru Maharaj during the Ratha Yatra festival, I was astonished to see him chanting the entire Ratha Yatra chapter from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita continuously from the Jagannath temple all the way to Gundicha. Wow, he had it all in memory, the entire. His performing Vrajamandal Parikrama on foot by holding the shoulder of a devotee at the age of 85 is certainly unique. When I first joined the Sri Gaudiya Math Institute, Institution in 1947, I had the opportunity to go with Srila Purī Maharaj to different places in West Bengal. I was attracted to hearing his inspiring speeches and his melodious, sweet-voiced kirtan. When Srila Guru Maharaj opened his Sri Chaitanya Gaudiya Math at 86A Rasbihari Avenue, Kolkata, and subsequently in Mayapur and other places of India, Srila Purī Maharaj joined him and dedicated himself to helping to preach Mahaprabhu's message in every possible way. By the request of Srila Guru Maharaj, he became the editor of Sri Chaitanya Vani magazine, published from Sri Chaitanya Gaudiya Math. After the disappearance of Srila Guru Maharaj, Srila Purī Maharaj has become the shelter of all the devotees of Sri Chaitanya Gaudiya Math as their Shiksha Guru, as their instructing Guru. Whenever we have any questions about any spiritual conclusion or about performance of bhajan, we take shelter at his lotus feet for our own benefit. Even though we are incapable of realizing his transcendental identity, just from our external experience, we are amazed by his unlimited scholarship and wisdom. Of all the close associates of Srila Prabhupada, he is still manifested here to become a refuge for all the Vaishnavas following Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Due to my previous conditioning, I am incapable of giving up my own desires. Therefore, I have this selfish prayer that Srila Purī Mahārāja will live in this world for a long time, and he will protect us and maintain us, forgiving all our offenses. Jai Srila Bhakti Vallabha Tirtha Gosvāmī Mahārāja ki Jai. Okay, now the President Acharya. Now we're reading the glorification of the President Acharya of Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Math, Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Maharaj. Due to the limitations of our thoughts and imagination, we can never conceive of how far the unlimited current of mercy that springs from the Vaishnava Thakur, the eternal servant of the infinite Lord, the desire tree, and the purifier of the fallen souls, how that mercy can extend itself to grant eternal benefit to the conditioned soul. Once, having received some bad news, I was thinking sadly that perhaps I would not have the good fortune again of revealing the suffering of my heart, sitting at his lotus feet. But within a few days, I had the opportunity and the good fortune to be showered with the causeless mercy of Param Pujapad Srila Purī Mahārāja. I do not know if a similar incident has happened to anyone else, but it happened to me in an inconceivable way, which I found very amazing. For a long time, from the time of our fathers and grandfathers till today, many magazines, such as the daily Nadia Prakash, the weekly Gaudiya, the monthly Gaudiya, and the monthly Sri Chaitanya Vani, the quarterly Bhagavat Dharma, etc., and the world-famous editorial department of the greater Sri Gaudiya Math, have been illuminated by the light of his brilliant contributions. He is the unrivaled writer of thousands of articles that can dispel all doubts in the seeker of truth. Therefore, anyone can understand how audacious and foolhardy an undertaking it would be for a miserable soul like me to write about him. But as I said, just when I was in the depths of despair thinking of my own fallen state, that breeze of benediction rose from the ocean of mercy which dispelled my cloud of anxiety. Then, feeling very safe and secure, I thought, "O Vaishnava Thakur, you are really an ocean of mercy." From childhood, he has been raised like a bee tasting the honey of the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord. In his youth, he grew like the waxing moon with Sri Shukadeva Goswami's concept of Chirani Kim Pati Nasanti Dishanti Bhiksham at Srimad Bhagavatam 225. His own transcendental wealth is eternal service to his guru, Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada is himself the wealth of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, who called him Krishna Priya Saraswati. The rhythmic sound of the Brihad Mridanga, manifested by Srila Prabhupada, was amplified and nourished by the transcendental flow of his refined writing. Those words are traveling all over the world, and even to Golok, giving joy to the sadhus' hearts and ears, and increasing the ecstasy of the supremely blissful, worshipable Lord. It's beautiful. Such rare good qualities as simplicity and sincerity, and those desired of us by Sriman Mahaprabhu, such as humility, mercy, lack of personal ambition, honoring others, as well as innumerable other good qualities, have become embellished by his association. Even though I had the good fortune of tasting a drop of the nectar of Srila Guru Maharaj, referring to Srila Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Goswami Maharaj's, from Guru Maharaj's interpretation of the Gayatri Mantra while sitting at his lotus feet, it was in the gem-like article by Mahārāja that I could taste it again. Even my barren heart was nourished by it. In the end, how can a fallen and ignorant person like myself sing the glories of Mahārāja, who has been established on a high altar in his own glory by manifesting himself as a sincere worshipper of the concept, Kirtaniya Sadahari. So I have only one prayer at his lotus feet. O powerful Vaishnav Thakur, please have mercy on this fallen soul. I do not know if I will get the opportunity again in this life, but I hope either someday soon or in some other life, I will be blessed by touching the dust of your lotus feet, which fulfills all desires and destroys all obstacles. Jai, that was beautiful. Now we're reading offerings from, so those were acharyas of different Gaudiya mats, of Sri Chaitanya Mat, Sri Chaitanya Gaudiya Mat, and then Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Mat, the acharyas with it. And now we're reading from prominent sannyasis in ISKCON. So Śrīla Bhakti Charu Swami Mahārāja. Bhakti Charu Swami Mahārāja. Oh, noise suppression? Yes, I can turn on noise suppression. Give me 1 second. Okay, let me know if that works well. Okay. Shri Bhakti Charu Swami Mahārāja. He sat there in the assembly of Vaishnavas, his body bent with age and introspection. His body, bent with age and introspection, radiated an unusual glow. Although he seemed to be quite oblivious of the world around him, yet his presence was most strikingly visible and obviously attracted everyone's attention. When everyone spoke eloquently, he listened with rapt attention. And when the turn came for him to speak, he conveyed an ocean of realizations with a few simple words. After the meeting ended, drawn by a natural attraction, I walked up to him and offered obeisances out of spontaneous respect. I felt a soft caress at the back of my head and shoulder, conveying an ocean of warmth. And when I got up and looked at him, I found his face radiating with a brilliant smile. Someone sitting next to him, who already knew me, told him, "This is Bhakti Charu Swami, a disciple of Swami Mahārāja." He acknowledged with a voice ringing with kindness and affection, "Yes, I have heard of him." That is how I first met His Divine Grace Bhakti Pramoda Purī Mahārāja in Sridham Mayapur in 1977. I was naturally attracted to him and became an object of his abundant affection. Many a day I sat at his lotus feet drinking the nectar that flew from his lotus lips. He was an ideal example of humility and tolerance, a perfect Vaishnav who taught by his immaculate example. Once, an arrogant young devotee who had left ISKCON and joined some Sahajiya group in Navadvip came to him and asked in a challenging way whether he was aware of his Siddha Swarup, his perfected spiritual identity. Srila Purī Mahārāja was silent for a while and then replied in a soft, contemplative voice, "No, I am just practicing. Maybe someday I will be able to receive the mercy of my Guru Mahārāja and it will be revealed to me." That arrogant fool, totally ignorant of Vaishnava humility, commented, "If after so many years of practice you did not get it, then how can one expect that the process that you're following works? That you will understand in your heart. An inner satisfaction will inundate your heart when you properly follow this path, and that is the indication that it does work." That unfortunate soul could not understand the depths of those wise words. Like an intoxicated fool, he continued to challenge. "Even sense gratification gives one inner satisfaction." Srila Purī Mahārāja became silent and did not want to waste his precious words trying to convince that hopeless soul. Srila Purī Mahārāja was known for his non-envious and impartial nature. Everyone trusted him. Often, when we had some problems, we went to him for his advice and always got the perfect answer. He was our true well-wisher. Therefore, whatever instruction he gave us, we knew it was meant for our ultimate spiritual benefit. He perfectly relayed the Siddhanta of Śrīla Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Through his own example, he has taught us how purity is the real force that makes Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy spread. Rare is the opportunity to come across a pure devotee of the Lord. What to speak of receiving his mercy? I had been extremely fortunate in that respect. Śrīla Bhakti Pramoda Purī Mahārāja showered his mercy upon me whenever I met him, and today I repent that I could not take full advantage of my inconceivable good fortune. It is a pity that today we have become deprived of the association of such an exalted Vaishnava. Nevertheless, we are convinced without a shadow of doubt that he is still there, and if we sincerely want to associate with him, he will continue to bestow his mercy upon us. And on top of everything, his instructions are always there to guide us on the path of our spiritual progress. When he was present among us, he showered his mercy upon us and made us aware of the spiritual reality. And now, disappearing from our mundane vision, he is alluring us to that sublime reality. In his own profound way, he is forcing us to transcend the illusory world of sense gratification and enter into the world of absolute reality. As always, he is still guiding us to the existence of eternal knowledge and bliss in the association of Krishna and his pure devotees. He is waiting for us there to give up our childish play and respond to his call. And now we're reading from Sri Chaitanya Gaudiya Math, Sri Bhakti Rakshak Narayan Mahārāja. One second, I just need to... Okay. Srila Purī Mahārāja has... Hare Krishna Ram Prasad Pande. Okay, Srila Purī Mahārāja has all the transcendental qualities of a pure devotee. Once I went on a long bus ride. with him. Mahārāja wanted to sit at the back of the bus. Then, once we were seated and the bus took off, Mahārāja took out his deity. He worships the deity just as if he were sitting in his own room. He chanted all the mantras, and he was totally absorbed in his puja and chanting. He became completely oblivious of his surroundings. Some ladies sitting nearby were watching him with great reverence, but Mahārāja did not notice them. When it was time for us to get off the bus, Mahārāja noticed the women. He asked me, "Were they sitting next to us?" When Mahārāja was staying at our mat, we noticed how hard he worked to publish Sri Chaitanya Vani magazine. I remember one night I got up at 2 o'clock in the morning to go to the bathroom, and I saw the light was on in his room. I went there and saw him writing. I said, "Mahārāja, are you not going to go to bed? It is already 2 o'clock. Mahārāja said, "Oh, is it 2 o'clock? I will go to bed right now." Then, when I woke up at 4 o'clock for Mangalarti, I noticed his light was still on. I went to his room, and he was still writing. I said, "Mahārāja, it is 4 o'clock now, and you still haven't gone to bed." Mahārāja said, "Oh, is it 4 o'clock already? It is too late to go to bed now." Okay, so now we're reading the glorification of Sri Gokulananda Brahmachari from the Shamananda Sanskrit College in Vrindavan. That first darshan in my youth has left a deep impression in my heart. At that time, I was a young and immature newcomer and naturally shy, but his sweet words made me feel I had always known him. At the very first darshan, I surrendered myself at the lotus feet of this great personality and accepted him as my Shiksha Guru. I still remember him reciting hundreds of stab and stuti, poems and prayers from scripture, in an emotionally choked voice that expressed his extraordinary devotional mood. He was offering flowers to the Shalagram deity, and his hands were slightly shaking. He was shedding tears continuously. I was overwhelmed and entranced as I watched him from the doorway. Seeing his devotional mood, in spite of my little intelligence, I had a glimpse of pure devotion. In answer to his inquiry, somehow I managed to tell him about my name and my Gurudev, and how wonderful that moment was, because just hearing the name of my Gurudev, Śrīla Shraman Mahārāja, Bhakti Kusum Shraman Mahārāja, he became extremely joyful. He said, "Shraman Mahārāja is infinitely affectionate to me, and I had the good fortune of working with him in our service of magazine publishing. As his blessings to me, he gave me transcendental instruction to eradicate my anartha. Now, at this juncture of my life, I have some realization how the following verse is connected to the ideal life of Srila Purī Mahārāja's life. Shantir avyarta kalatvam virakti manashunyata ashabandha samutkanta nama gane sadaruchi asaktistar gunakyane pritistar vasati sthale ityadayo nubhavasyur jata bhavankure jane." At Srila Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu 1.3 verses 25 to 26. When the seed of ecstatic emotion for Krishna fructifies, the following 9 symptoms manifest in one's behavior when one reaches a stage of bhav. That is, forgiveness, concern that time should not be wasted, detachment, absence of false prestige, hope, eagerness, a taste for chanting the holy name of the Lord, attachment to descriptions of transcendental qualities of the Lord, and affection for those places where the Lord resides, that is, a temple or a holy place like Vrindavan. These are all called anubhav, subordinate signs of ecstatic emotions. In his long life of devotion, he has set an unprecedented example of service to Gurudev. Even if he is being showered with innumerable golden awards of Vaishnava recognition, this great soul is detached from all that. By the title given to him by Srila Prabhupada, Mahopadeshak, the great instructor, or the teacher of Krishna Tattva, he is, and always will be, truly recognized and worshipped in this world. Even in this 100th year, he is the sleepless guide and guard of the path of devotion. Now he is tasting the supreme nectar of the mood of Sriman Mahaprabhu by accepting Kshetra Sannyas and staying in the great place of pilgrimage, Chakratirtha. Nilachala chordata kahanya hi jaun, Nilachale Sindhu Tate Jivana Gowao. I will not go anywhere away from Nilachal. I will pass my life on the shore of the sea in Nilachal. What time is it? It's 8:26. Okay, let's just read this one by Swami B.V. Tripurari, Oregon, USA, and then I think we can end there. When Saraswati Thakur insisted upon hearing Sri Rupa Manjari Pada from Sridhar Maharaj, Puri Goswami Maharaj understood that Sridhar Maharaj was being acknowledged by his guru for his realization as to the significance of Narottam Thakur's song. That Puri Maharaj could understand this is itself significant, and it speaks to us of his own qualification. How he responded to it is further evidence as to his own spiritual standing. Without envy, without nirmatsar, without envy, he proceeded to glorify Srila Sridhar Maharaj, accepting his godbrother as his own Shiksha Guru. After the departure of Saraswati Thakur from this world, rather than establishing a mission in his own name, Puri Goswami served the missions of his godbrothers, keeping special regard for Sridhar Maharaj. Gradually, as those whom he, out of true Vaishnava humility, considered senior, left the world. Sorry. Let me reread that. Gradually, as those whom he, out of true Vaishnava humility, considered senior, left the world. When they left the world, he too established a mission. Now, to this day, mere mention of the name of Śrīla Mahārāja brightens his face, as does the mention of one's connection of one's connection with A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Having connection with both these great devotees has enabled me to recognize the purity of Srila Purī Gosvāmī Mahārāja. His regard for the higher section is very instructive. It serves for those acquainted with Gaudiya Siddhanta to illustrate just how great a Vaishnava he is. His voice is sweet and his heart is pure. May he bless us in our attempts to follow in the footsteps of our Rupa Nuga Guru Varga. That is for Sri Vyaspuja 1995. Okay, so it's 8:28 now. This is a good time to end. I think maybe tomorrow. Oh wait, what is tomorrow? I'm just looking at the calendar. I think, let me just check. Oh, also, is it Srila Bhakti Damodar Maharaja's disappearance day today? Is it today?
And it's Madhvacharya's disappearance day today too.
Today, or is it?
Isn't it? Oh, tomorrow. I thought. Oh.
Here for Rukmini, it's today. For some reason, I thought it was. Let me here in India. Let me just check really quickly.
Yeah, it's Ramachandra Vijay Utsava too.
Today, or is it tomorrow? Let me just check the calendar here.
Well, we have a devotee from Purī that comes to see us, and they're celebrating today.
Oh yeah. No, it is today. Oh my God, I didn't even notice. I haven't been on top of our TT group for a while. Okay, so it's today. All right, so I should have read something about Madhvacharya. Anyways, maybe in the evening time I'll go live again to read something for that.
That'd be great.
Yeah. Okay, so we will end here for now, and then I think tomorrow there's a really beautiful, because now we're reading the glorifications of all different acharyas and sadhus for Srila Bhakti Purī Goswāmī. And so my Gurudev wrote a very beautiful offering that was published in one of the Rays of the Harmonist about Srila Bhakti Purī Goswāmī. So I think I'll read that tomorrow. And also, if there's extra time, it's kind of long though. So, but if there's extra time, then we could also read Srila Bhakti Vigyan Parvati Goswāmī's glorification from my beloved masters of Srila Bhakti Purī Goswāmī. So, yeah. And then later this evening, I'll go live. I don't know what time. I think 5 p.m. is a good time for me to read live. So if anybody wants to join at 5 p.m. IST India time, yeah, you can come back.
Jai Ho.
Jai Ho. We'll end here for now. Oh, Haribol Krishna Maya Didi. I didn't see you before. Okay. And then the day after tomorrow, we will continue on reading from a life of devotion. There are, we'll continue on beginning with Shripad Bhakti Vibodh Buddhayan Mahārāja, his glorification, and other devotees. Just looking at the comments. Oh, yes. I'm just Rukmini Didi. I'm just in the veranda, and so to get to the bedroom and to get to the temple room and to get to the kitchen, you have to go behind me. Okay. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Nitai Gaur Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaur Hari Bol Nitai Gaur Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol. Okay. I'm gonna do Jai Dwani right now, and then if anybody wants to stay longer, I think maybe we can sing the Ramachandrashtakam written by Sri Murari Gupta, just so that for those of you in America, if it's not too late for you and you could stay a lot longer, then yeah, then I've done that because the day's over, and it's nice to have some kind of something for Ramachandra and Madhvacharya. Anyways, Madhvacharya have to wait till later. All right. Jai Shri Guru Gauranga Vika Giridhari Shri Radha Vinod Bihari Ju Ki Jai, Shri Govinda Gopinath Maran Mohan Ju Ki Jai, Nitya Lila Pravishtam Vishnupad Ashata Rashata Shmar Bhakti Vedanta Narayan Gosai Maharaj Shri Gurudev Ki Jai, Nitya Lila Pravishtam Vishnupad Ashata Rashata Shmar Bhakti Vedanta Vaman Gosai Maharaj Ki Jai, Nitya Lila Pravishtam Vishnupad Ashata Rashata Shmar Bhakti Vedanta Sai Maharaj Shri Prabhupada Ki Jai, Nitya Lila Pravishtam Vishnupad Ashata Rashata Shmar Srila Bhakti Pramoda Purī Gosvāmī Mahārāja Ki Jai, Nitya Lila Pravishtam Vishnupad Ashata Rashata Shmar Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Gosvāmī Mahārāja Ki Jai, Nitya Lila Pravishtam Vishnupad Ashata Rashata Shmar Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Gosvāmī Prabhupada Ki Jai, Nitya Lila Pravishtam Maha Bhagavat Srila Gaur Kishoras Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai, Nitya Lila Pravishta Srila Satchidananda Bhakti Vinod Thakur Ki Jai, Nitya Lila Pravishta Vaishnav Nitya Lila Pravishta Vaishnav Sarvabhauma Srila Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai, Shri Rupa Nugakoriya Guru Varga Ki Jai, Shri Rupa Sanatan Bhatta Raghunath, Shri Jeev Gopal Bhattadas Raghunath Shar Gosai Prabhu Ki Jai, Shri Sarup Damodar Rai Ramanandari Shri Gaur Parshad Vrinda Ki Jai, Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai, Prem se kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai, Shri Kshetra Mandala Gora Mandala Vraja Mandala Mathura Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai, Sarva Abhishta Pradata Giriraj Maharaj Ki Jai, Shri Radha Kunda Shama Kund Ki Jai, Shri Muna Devi Ganga Devi Ki Jai, Shri Tulsi Maharani Vrinda Devi Ki Jai, Shri Bhakti Devi Ki Jai, Shri Purnamasi Yogamaya Ki Jai, Shri Gopeshwar Mahadev Ki Jai. Jai Shri Nitya Lila Pravishta Om Vishnupad Shishimad Bhakti Pramoda Purī Gosvāmī Mahārāja Ki Jai. All the God brothers of Srila Bhakti Purī Gosvāmī Mahārāja Ki Jai. All the followers of Srila Bhakti Purī Gosvāmī Mahārāja Ki Jai. And anybody who honors Srila Bhakti Purī Gosvāmī Mahārāja Ki Jai. And Shri Madhava Acharya Ki Jai. To dear Shubha, was it Avirbhav Titi, right? Yes, Avirbhav Titi Ki Jai. Shri Ramachandra Vijayotsav Ki Jai. And Shri, what else? Oh, and if it is, I think Srila Bhakti Swarup Damodar Maharaj Ki Jai. So the Shubha Tirobhav Titi Ki Jai, I think it's Bhakti Swarup Damodar Maharaj, if I'm correct. Shri Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai. Samagata Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai, Shri Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bo Vrindai Tulsi Devai Priyai Keshava Shacha Krishna Bhakti Pradadevi Satyavatai Namo Namaha Vancha Kalpataru Bhyashcha Kripa Sindhu Bhyai Vacha Patitanam Pavane Bhyo Vaishnave Bhyo Namo Namaha. Dandavat pranams everybody. So I was just ending it here in case anybody needs to go, but if you want to stay longer, then I'm going to sing Ramachandrashtakam right now. But pranams to to Nrihari Prabhu, Bhavatarani Mātājī, Shubhananda Prabhu, Rukmini Didi, Krishnamai Didi, and on YouTube and Facebook, who's there? Raseshwari Mātājī, Rup Manjari Didi, Nitai, Ganga Mātājī, who else? Vidya Lalasa Didi, Sudevi Didi, Ram Prasad Prabhu, and all the rest of you watching. Pranams to all of you. Actually, wait, before I start Ramachandrashtakam, Shubhanandaru, if you're feeling comfortable enough, do you have anything to share from the festival that you were just at in Jagannath Purī, the 125th festival? If not, I don't want to put you on the spot like that. But yeah, do you have anything?
Haribol Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam.
Dandavat Pranam, yes.
Prabhu, can I talk later? Maybe
Yes.
tomorrow or day after tomorrow.
Tomorrow you can give us a little report. Yeah, great. Okay, cool. All right, so now I'm gonna sing the Ramachandrashtakam for anybody who can stay. We'll be singing it now. Let me just find it though. I think I posted it on the Vine of Devotion website. Just need to get that up. 1 second. Sorry. Where is it? Here. Okay. Vineofdevotion.com. Vineofdevotion.com. Where is it? Anybody, this is my website, by the way. If anybody isn't subscribed to it, you can subscribe to it if you like. It's vineofdevotion.com. And I remember I posted, there it is. Songs to sing for Ramachandra. I need to write something today and post it tomorrow there about from Kalyana Kalpataru. Anyhow, okay. Here's a short one. Okay. Say Sitaram, Sitaram, Sitaram. Live happily in whatever manner Lord Ram places you. Let Ram's name be on your tongue, his work in your hands. You are not alone, dear one. Ram is with you. Bear loss and gain, knowing all is the law of providence. So that's this song. Krishnadasa would sing this a lot in festivals. Sitaram, Sitaram, Sitaram kahiye, jahi vidhi rakhe Ram, tahi vidhi rahiye. Mukha mein ho Ram naam, Ram se bahat mein, tu akela nahi pyare, Ram tera saath mein. Sitaram, Sitaram, Sitaram kahiye, jahi vidhi rakhe Ram, tahi vidhi rahiye. Vidhi ka vidhan jana, hani labh sahiye. Jahi vidhi rakhe Ram, tahi vidhi rahiye. Sitaram, Sitaram, Sitaram kahiye, jahi vidhi rakhe Ram, tahi vidhi rahiye. Sitaram, Sitaram, Sitaram kahiye, jahi vidhi rakhe Ram, tahi vidhi rahiye. Oh my God, that picture's, anyways, that's kind of embarrassing as a picture of me when I was a teenager on the side there. Okay, now we're singing Ramachandrashtakam. Oh, 1 second, let me turn off the noise suppression so you can hear the mridanga. 1 second. Where is that? There, okay. Share screen. Okay, so now this is the Ramachandrashtakam by Sri Murari Gupta. It's from his Chaitanya Charitam 2:7 verses 10 to 18. It's sung in the same meter as Sri Brahma Samhita and the Lalitashtakam. So Vasant Tilaka. Okay. Maybe we'll read the translation and then sing it. The glowing gems of his crown illuminate the 10 directions, while the 2 earrings he wears appears to be Jupiter and Venus rising, flanking the spotless moon-like orb of his face. I perpetually worship that Sri Ramachandra, Guru of the 3 worlds. His eyes are like fresh lotuses blossoming in the rays of the rising sun. His lips are like beautiful bimba fruits. His nose is very charming, and his sweet laughter shames even the soothing rays of the moon. I eternally worship that Sri Ram, the Guru of the 3 worlds. His neck, like a conch, displays 3 elegant lines. He is Aja, the unborn, with a complexion like that of a blue lotus, and is resplendent, wearing a string of pearls and a gold necklace resembling a rain cloud laced by lightning as a flock of cranes soar past. I eternally adore that Ram, the Guru of the 3 worlds. In the palm of her upraised hand rests a 1,000-petal lotus, which appears to be clasped by another 5 or 100 more petals, her elegant fingers. Thus her figure, glistening like molten gold, Sita Devi presides to the left of that foremost of Raghus, whom I worship for perpetuity. Before him is the foremost of archers. Limbs of blazing golden effulgence, he is absorbed in carefully serving his elder brother and is adorned with self-restraint. He is the great radiance, the Mahajyoti, or supreme abode of Lord of Vishnu, renowned as Shesh, whose name is now Lakshman. I eternally worship Sri Ramachandra, the Guru of the 3 worlds. He is the greatest of the Raghus and is the nectarian moon rising from the ocean of their dynasty. By killing Maricha, Subahu, and other demons, he protected Vishwamita's fire sacrifice, which was the embodiment of his cumulated piety. I constantly worship that Ram, the Guru of the 3 worlds. Killing Kara, Trishira, Kabanda, and their companions, he rid the Dandakaranya forest of its filth. Befriending Sugriva, he killed his enemy Bali. I worship that Raghava, who put an end to the 10-headed menace, Ravana. Breaking Shiva's bow, he wed the daughter of Janak amid great festivity. And when confronted by Parshuram on the path back to Ayodhya, he defeated him, thereby delighting his father. I worship that Sri Ram, the Guru of the 3 universes and the best of the line of Kukutstha. Hearing this prayer to Raghunandan, the lion among kings, the Lord Sri Gaurhari placed his lotus feet on the physician Sri Murari Gupta's head, stamping his forehead with the words Ramadas, and blessed him. By my mercy, may you be the servant of Sri Ram. Okay, so this is written by Murari Gupta, who is Hanuman himself in Mahaprabhu's Leela. Okay. Is there a way I can get my face to shrink? That's so embarrassing. Let me just, 1 second. Nah, whatever. Okay. Oh, wait a second. I think I can. Yeah, there. Okay.
No. A joke. How you become a head shrinker.
Yes. Can't see the translation, but anyways, we read it already, so. Rajat Kirita Mani Diditi Dipitasham Udyad Brihaspati Kavi Pratime Vahantam Dve Kundalen Karahitendu Samana Vaktram Ramam Jagatraya Gurum Satatam Bhajami Udyad Vibhakara Marichi Viboditabja Netram Subimba Dashana Chadacharunasam Shubhrang Shurashmi Parinirjita Charuhasam Ramam Jagatraya Gurum Satatam Bhajami Tam Kambukhantam Ajam Ambujatulya Rupam Muktavali Kanakahara Tritam Vibhantam Vidyurbalaka Gana Sangyutamam Budam Va Ramam Jagatraya Gurum Satatam Bhajami Uthana Hastatala Sangsta Sahasrapatram Panchachadadikashatam Pravarangulibhi Kurvantya Sita Kanakadyutiyasya Sita Parshve Stita Raghuvaram Satatam Bhajami Agre Dhanurdharavara Kanakojvalango Jeshtanusevanaratocayatabushyanadya Sheshakya Dhamavara Lakshmananamayasya Ramam Jagatraya Gurum Satatam Bhajami Yo Raghavendra Kula Sindhu Sudangshurupo Maricha Rakshasa Subahu Mukhan Nihatya Yagyamra Raksha Kushikan Vaya Punya Rashim Ramam Jagatraya Gurum Satatam Bhajami Advakaratrisiraso Sagano Kabandam Shri Dandakananamadushanameva Kritva Sugriva Maitram Akarorvinihatya Shatrum Tam Rakavam Dashamukantakaram Bhajami Pankabhinakam Akaroj Janakatmajaya Vaivahikotsava Viding Patibhargavendram Jitva Pitur Mudamuvahakakutstavaryam Ramam Jagatraya Gurum Satatam Bhajami Itam Nishamya Raghunandana Rajasingha Shlokashtakam Sabhagavan Charanam Murare Vaidyasya Murtni Vinidhaya Lileka Bhale Tvam Ramadasa Iti Bho Bhavamat Prasadat Ramam Jagatraya Gurum Satata Bhajami Ramam Jagat Gurum Satam Ramam Jagatraya Gurum Satatam Bhajami Jaya Ramachandra Jaya Ramachandra Ramachandra Jaya Ramachandra Jaya Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman Jaya Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaur Hari Bol Nitai Gaur Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Shri Ramachandra Bhagavan ki jai. Shri Sita Devi ki jai. Shri Lakshman ki jai. Hanuman ki jai. Jai Shri Ramachandra Vijayotsav ki jai. Srila Madhavendra Puri, Shri Madhvacharya ki jai. Jai Srila Bhakti Damodar Mahārāja ki jai. Shri Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol. Dandavat pranams, everybody. So if you're able to, you can come back at 5 p.m. India time, and I will do some reading for this special day today. And then tomorrow I'll see you all to read this my Srila Gurudev's glorification of Srila Bhakti Pramoda Purī Gosvāmī Mahārāja, and also if there's time, Srila Bhakti Vigyam Bharati Gosvāmī Mahārāja's glorification. So yeah, Jai Shri Radhe. One second, just checking to see if there's any comments on YouTube or Facebook. No. Okay, great. Alright, Hari Bol everybody. Ending the video now. See you later. Pranams.